Some things in Japan are so quietly genius that the moment you discover them, you feel personally offended that nobody else thought of doing the same. Umbrella lockers that dry and sanitize your umbrella while you shop. Trains so punctual they issue formal written apologies when they leave 20 seconds early, and elevator buttons you can unpress if you hit the wrong floor. Japan doesn't just improve things. It rethinks them from the ground up and makes you question everything you've been tolerating your entire life. Today, we're counting down 15 secret things in Japan that should exist everywhere. If you love discovering ideas like this, subscribe to Japan Spotlight and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Number 1. Elevator cancel buttons. Japan solved the single most universally frustrating elevator moment. You press the wrong floor, and instead of riding in silent regret, you just double press the button and it deselects. That's it. You pressed 7 instead of 8. Double tap, problem solved. No riding to a floor you never wanted, while strangers silently judge your mistake. The feature exists in virtually every elevator in Japan, from office buildings to shopping malls to apartment complexes. It costs nothing extra to implement. It adds no complexity to the interface. It just acknowledges that people make mistakes and gives them a way to fix it instantly instead of wasting everyone's time. Elevator manufacturers worldwide could have included this decades ago. Japan did. Everyone else decided your wrong button press was your problem. Number 2. Umbrella lockers at store entrances. Brain creates a specific problem that every country ignores. You walk into a store soaking wet and either carry a dripping umbrella through the aisles or leave it at the door and hope it's still there when you come back. Japan fixed both problems at once. Umbrella lockers at building entrances hold your umbrella in a locked slot while you shop. Some are simple mechanical locks. Others use the same IC card system you'd tap on a train. You slide your umbrella in, take a key or tap your card, and retrieve it when you leave. No puddles on store floors, no umbrella theft, no awkward plastic sleeves that rip immediately and end up in the trash. It treats a rainy day inconvenience as a solvable design problem rather than something people just have to deal with. Simple, courteous, and available everywhere it rains, which in Japan is a lot. Number 3. Train departure melodies. Instead of buzzers, most train stations announce departures with a harsh buzzer that sounds like a fire alarm having a breakdown. Japan replaced that with short musical jingles, and the difference in how it makes you feel is surprisingly dramatic. Each station has its own unique melody. Some are cheerful, some are calm, some reference local culture or history. The jingle plays as the doors are about to close, giving you a pleasant audio cue instead of a stress-inducing alarm. It was introduced partly to reduce passenger anxiety. Studies showed that calming departure melodies actually reduced rushing and platform accidents because people responded to music with less panic than to aggressive buzzers. The jingles became so iconic that people recognized stations by sound alone. Japan took something that existed purely to create urgency and turned it into something that communicates the same information without making your heart rate spike. If you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and tap like. It tells YouTube you want more of Japan's clever everyday innovations. And if you love discovering things you didn't even know existed, hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this list. Trust me, the next ones get even smarter. Number 4. Heated toilet seats as standard. Sitting on a freezing toilet seat at 2 inches the morning during winter is a universally miserable experience. Japan decided no one should endure it, and made heated seats a default feature in virtually every toilet, public and private. The seat maintains a gentle warmth that you don't notice until you sit down and realize how uncomfortable every other toilet in your life has been. It's not a luxury add-on, it's standard infrastructure. Office buildings, train stations, convenience stores, homes. The temperature is adjustable. Some have energy-saving modes that learn your schedule. It sounds trivial until you experience a Japanese winter and realize that a warm toilet seat at 6 inches the morning isn't a novelty. It's a basic quality of life improvement that costs almost nothing to maintain and makes a mundane daily experience noticeably better. Number 5. Tactile paving. For visually impaired navigation, Japan invented tactile paving in 1965 and integrated it so thoroughly into public infrastructure that visually impaired individuals can navigate entire cities through touch alone. Raised yellow blocks with specific patterns cover sidewalks, train platforms, and building entrances across the country. Long bars mean continue forward, dots mean stop or be cautious. The patterns guide people along safe walking routes, warn of intersections, and indicate platform edges. It's not scattered in random locations. It's a connected navigational system built into the urban fabric of every major city. Japan treated accessible infrastructure not as an accommodation, but as a design standard, embedding it into the ground from the beginning rather than adding it as an afterthought. Most of the world adopted some version of it decades later, but few countries matched the coverage and consistency Japan built from the start. Number 6. Vending machines for everything. Japan has roughly 5 million vending machines, which works out to about 1 for every 23 people. And they don't just sell drinks. You can buy fresh eggs, hot ramen, batteries, umbrellas, flowers, neckties, SIM cards, and even fresh fruit from machines scattered across the country. They work around the clock, they're well maintained, and they're placed in locations that make sense. Hiking trail? There's a machine. Rural bus stop? There's a machine. Outside a temple? Machine. The density means you're never far from whatever you might need, regardless of time or location. Japan's low vandalism rates make this possible. The machines stay intact, functional, and stocked because the culture supports it. It's a 2-4-hour retail network that requires no staff, no opening hours, and no real estate beyond a few square feet of sidewalk. Number 7. Perfect fruit as luxury gifts. Japan elevated fruit to an art form. Specialty fruit shops sell individually wrapped melons, strawberries, and grapes that are inspected, graded, and presented like jewelry. A single muskmelon can cost over $100. A box of perfect strawberries sits on cushioned display like it belongs in a museum. These aren't ordinary fruits grown slightly better. They're the result of obsessive cultivation. Farmers control sunlight exposure, soil composition, and even massage individual fruits during growth to ensure flawless shape, color, and sweetness. The fruit is purchased primarily as gifts. Giving someone a perfect melon communicates respect and care in a way that a standard gift doesn't. It's cultural infrastructure around the idea that food quality can be elevated to a form of personal expression, and that a single perfect piece of fruit carries more meaning than a box of average ones. Number 8. Hospital food that looks like restaurant meals. Hospital food almost everywhere is a sad tray of something beige served under fluorescent lights. Japan treated patient meals as part of the recovery process, and the result looks like room service from a decent hotel. Japanese hospital meals are balanced, seasonal, visually arranged, and served in proper compartmentalized trays that make each meal feel considered. Rice, miso soup, grilled fish, pickled vegetables, fruit. Each item placed deliberately. Portions are calibrated by dietitians to match the patient's specific medical needs. It's not just about nutrition. The presentation matters because patients who enjoy their food eat more of it, recover faster, and feel less institutional. Japan approached hospital food with the same philosophy it applies to bento boxes. If someone has to eat it every day, it should be worth eating, not tolerated, not endured. Enjoyed. Number 9. Driver courtesy lights on highways. When you let another driver merge on a Japanese highway, they flash their hazard lights twice as a thank you. It's not an official traffic law. It's an unspoken cultural habit that every driver understands and practices. 2 quick blinks of the hazards, acknowledgement received. It turns highway driving into something that feels cooperative rather than competitive. You let someone in, they thank you. You merge, you thank them. It costs nothing and takes a fraction of a second. There's no hand wave that might not be seen. No ambiguity about whether the gesture was meant for you. The hazard lights are unmistakable. Japan created a communication protocol for highway courtesy using existing vehicle hardware, and everyone adopted it voluntarily. No legislation required, no signs explaining it. Just a population that collectively decided driving should involve a little mutual respect. Number 10. Noise-absorbing highway wall. Living near a highway means constant noise in most places. Japan engineered walls specifically designed to absorb and deflect traffic sound, dramatically reducing noise pollution for nearby residential areas. These aren't just flat concrete barriers. They're curved, layered structures made from sound-absorbing materials that trap noise rather than bouncing it over the wall and into neighborhoods. Some sections use transparent panels so drivers still have views while sound is being contained. Others curve inward at the top, directing reflected noise upward instead of outward. The engineering is sophisticated, but the principle is simple. Highway noise is a known problem with known victims. Japan invested in solving it rather than accepting it as the cost of living near infrastructure. Residents near these highways experience noticeably quieter environments. It's civil engineering that prioritizes livability instead of treating residential discomfort as someone else's problem. Number 11. Oshibori hot towels before every meal, before you eat at almost any restaurant in Japan. You receive a hot damp towel called an oshibori. You use it to clean your hands before the meal. In winter, it's steaming hot, and the warmth spreading through your fingers is unreasonably satisfying. In summer, some restaurants serve them chilled. The towel arrives automatically. You don't ask for it. It's simply part of the dining experience. It replaces the awkward hunt for a napkin or the questionable soap dispenser in the bathroom. Your hands are clean, warm, and ready to eat before the food even arrives. It's a tiny gesture that communicates care. The restaurant thought about your experience before you even ordered. It sets a tone for the entire meal. Japan made hand hygiene before dining effortless, pleasant, and universal, turning a basic sanitation step into a small moment of comfort. Number 12. Perfectly level construction and infrastructure. Japanese construction tolerances are famously precise. Sidewalks meet roads without a lip. Tiles align to the millimeter. Manhole covers sit perfectly flush with the street surface. It's the kind of detail you don't consciously register until you walk through a city where nothing catches your toe, no curb edge surprises you, and every surface transition is seamless. The precision extends to buildings, bridges, and public infrastructure. Expansion joints are engineered to disappear. Railings are uniform. Escalator steps align perfectly with floor plates. It's not obsessive for the sake of it. It's safety and accessibility treated as non-negotiable design requirements. A perfectly level surface means fewer tripped pedestrians, smoother wheelchair access, and infrastructure that ages better because stress points are distributed evenly. Japan builds things as if imperfection is a defect rather than an inevitability. Number 13. Konbini egg sandwiches. Convenience store sandwiches are supposed to be forgettable. Japan's konbini egg sandwiches became a genuine culinary phenomenon. The bread is impossibly soft, crustless, and pillowy. The egg filling is a mixture of creamy mashed egg salad layered with a slightly sweet, almost custard-like egg layer. It costs roughly $2 and tastes like someone who actually cares about food made it 5 minutes ago. The sandwiches are restocked constantly throughout the day, so freshness is near guaranteed. The bread-to-filling ratio is engineered for texture balance. Every bite has the same consistency. It's a $2 convenience store item that food critics, chefs, and tourists talk about with genuine enthusiasm. Japan took something the rest of the world treats as emergency airport food and turned it into something people deliberately seek out. Number 14. Rush hour. Train pushers. During peak commute hours at major Tokyo stations, uniformed staff called oshiya stand on platforms and physically push passengers into packed train cars so the doors can close. It sounds chaotic. In practice, it's surprisingly orderly. Kamineta. The pushers wear white gloves, work systematically, and apply pressure with practiced precision. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets left behind unnecessarily. The train leaves on schedule. It exists because Japanese train schedules are measured in seconds, and a delayed departure at one station cascades through the entire network. The pushers are a human solution to a mathematical problem. Trains must leave on time. Passengers must board. The two goals conflict during rush hour, and the oshiya resolve the conflict physically. It's not elegant, but it's effective. And it keeps a system serving millions of daily commuters running with a punctuality rate that most transit systems can only dream about. Number 15. Apology delays for trains leaving early. Japanese train companies have issued formal public apologies for departing 20 seconds ahead of schedule. Not 20 minutes, 20 seconds. The apology treats early departure as a genuine service failure because passengers plan their commutes around published schedules, and a train leaving even slightly early means someone who timed their arrival perfectly might miss it. The apology is issued publicly, sometimes through press releases, and the company takes responsibility for the inconvenience. It reflects an operational culture where the published time is treated as a binding commitment, not an approximation. A schedule says 8:12. The train leaves at 8:12. Not 8:11 in 40 seconds. The precision sounds extreme until you realize it's what makes the entire system trustworthy. Millions of people coordinate daily commutes around these schedules, and Japan decided that trust is maintained by treating every second as if it matters. Because to someone running for that train, it does. If you want to see more amazing things Japan is doing better than the rest of the world, then like and subscribe, and make sure to watch the video on your end screen. It's packed with even more genius.